This is Fox 25 Sports.
It's one of the biggest showdowns of the year in Stillwater this weekend. The Bedlam series on the softball diamond. And the #1 ranked Sooners took game one Friday night 8-3. But the Cowgirls, they were looking to rebound and give the fans something to cheer about on their way home tonight. So as we start things off, the Pokes, they were the first ones on the board today. Bottom of the second, and senior Taylor Tuck grounds one through the right-hand side of the infield for the single and brings home Talon Edwards for the one-run lead. The Cowgirls scored another in the sixth and carried a 2-0 lead into the seventh inning. But here come the Sooners. Line drive into left center from Avery Hodge gets OU on the board. Few batters later then, and Chiari Jennings hits one deep to the wall and brings home 2 more runs as she goes for the double, and all of a sudden, the Sooners are rolling. Pokes quickly finding out that they're in quite a little bit of trouble here. The Sooners end up rallying from 4 runs in the 7th inning to take home a 4-2 win in Game 2 of this Bedlam series. The third and final game of the series will be played at Cowgirl Stadium in Stillwater tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. And on the baseball side of the diamond, OU taking country roads to West Virginia, trying to take home a series victory in Morgantown. Sooners lost the first game last evening 9-3, but they circled the wagons today with a 6-3 win over the Mountaineers. And the Cowboys hosting a series of their own, this one against East Tennessee State. Cowboys won the first one 7-4. Tonight, not really looking all that much different with a 16-4 lead in the 7th inning. And one of my favorite days of the year, the first Saturday in May, always marks the Run for the Roses at Churchill Downs. The 149th running of the Kentucky Derby started off with quite a bang with a quick pace out of the gates right there, with Verifying, Kings Barnes, and Reincarnate leading the pack through about the first half mile of the race. Now, Two Phils, he would eventually come up on the inside line and look to pretty much have it wrapped up coming around turn 3, but as they eventually came into the stretch, Mage storms up out from along the outside. She takes on Two Phils, and he just doesn't have enough, as you see it right here. He's not able to hold him off as Mage takes home the first jewel of the Triple Crown and wins the Kentucky Derby at 15-1 odds. No Oklahoma horse, was able to win the race this year, with Raise Kane out of Tulsa finishing in 8th. To the NBA playoffs now, the Miami Heat took a 2-1 series lead after topping the Knicks 105-86, even without Jimmy Butler in the lineup. And Steph Curry and the Warriors tipped off against LeBron and the Lakers in LA this evening. The Lakers leading 59-48 after a big second quarter run. And LeBron James' son, Bronny James, had some big news to tell people about today, committing to play basketball at USC via an Instagram post earlier this evening. And it looks like LeBron won't have to go far to watch his son's games next season. Now, I know it's a shame he didn't commit to a school here in the Sooner State, but the Thunder do have 4 draft picks in 2024 when Bronny becomes eligible for the NBA. And LeBron has said he'll go wherever his son gets drafted to. So, hey, who knows what's going to happen, but we could see LeBron here in OKC in just a few years. Now for you Formula One fans like myself, the first American race of the season is down around Hard Rock Stadium in hot and sunny Miami. Qualifying taking place this afternoon, with all of the teams looking to upset the 2 Red Bull drivers who have pretty much completely dominated through the first 4 races. Ferrari being one of those teams. And in the final qualifying, cover boy Charles Leclerc loses it going around the turn and sends it into the barriers. Just locks it up a bit as he downshifts around that turn and spins right off the side of the track. Unfortunately, they're forced to red flag the remainder of qualifying and essentially just set the grid for tomorrow. Now, championship leader Max Verstappen was clearly upset, not even getting to post and clock a time here and having to start P9 tomorrow, while his Red Bull teammate grabs pole position, continuing to heat up the Drivers' Championship.
I'm just thinking race by race. I will go out, cheer for my team because they've done a tremendous job, and yeah, see what happens tomorrow. You know, tomorrow it's a new opportunity, starting from pole. We are the ones that have some effort to lose, but we will just go out there and try to enjoy this amazing crowd.
So Sergio Perez clearly just trying to not only enjoy being at the top of his game, but at the top of the grid tomorrow as well. This is how the top 6 in the first 3 rows shape up for the Grand Prix tomorrow afternoon. 6 different teams being represented in that top 6. Should make it a very interesting, fun race to watch, a little different from last week. And American-owned team Haas get their Danish driver Kevin Magnussen starting in 4th. And of course, you can catch them cranking up the heat in Miami tomorrow afternoon with the main event at 2:30. And for your other Sunday sports, the Seattle Sounders kicking off against Sporting Kansas City at 3:30. And of course, you can find that where else but right here on Fox 25. And there's your sports wrap on a Saturday night.